Luigi has come a long way from just being a reskin Mario. He now has his own games, unique abilities, and acquired his own PhD. So I wanted to go through every release on Nintendo Switch and rank Luigi by his unique Luigi-ness, and see how much personality he has in these roles, and he'll lose points if he's more of a reskin of Mario. Starting off with his first appearance on Switch, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. While it seems like Luigi is just a guy rooming in a cart, I assure you there's more to this. Remember the Luigi death stare trend? This all originated from Mario Kart 8 and was huge on the internet for a while, just because he seemed like a complete gangster as he passed you with his face. But in normal gameplay, well, his stats are very similar to Mario's aside from traction, which is a typical Luigi trait, and a fun nod to his slippery nature in previous 2D Mario games. So extra points for not just copying and pasting Mario's stats. His tricks are also pretty unique, showing his clumsiness in some, so I gotta say, this is a great Luigi. Next is Minecraft. At first, I thought he'd just be a Mario reskin, but no! They actually added a bit of height and gave him lanky arms, but that's all, so almost enough Luigi. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Luigi in this game has a lot of unique traits. He's the best at long-range attacks with his sniper, and he has this remote-controlled bomb that he can use. His special abilities are very similar to Mario's, but they still manage to give Luigi a lot of personality, especially with his memes. Yes, our boy is the meme king. He dabs! Just like his dad. Great Luigi. Super Mario Odyssey. At launch, Luigi wasn't featured in the game, aside from a green hat and Luigi-colored overalls to dress up Mario. Later on, Luigi shows up in his own update with a balloon challenge, floating around like he friggin' owns the place, and giving Mario a run for his coins in essentially what's hide and seek. I was never really a fan of this mode, and it was kind of disappointing for a lot of fans that he wasn't playable in this game, especially since he was in Galaxy and 3D Land, but he does also appear as sprites around the map. Other than that though, this is simply just enough Luigi. It's just kind of silly. Mario Tennis Aces. Mario and Luigi have different playstyles in the game. Mario is a baseliner with consistent flat shots, faster movement, better pivots, and superior topspin. Of course, obviously. Meanwhile, Luigi is a volley specialist with excellent net play and greater range. You know what I mean? I don't. Nothing really stands out about his personality to me, so I can't really judge him that much on this one. He's just enough Luigi. Super Mario Party. In Super Mario Party, characters are purely cosmetic, so aside from Luigi having his voice, this is a Mario reskin. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Luigi has so much personality here. You can tell just with his character portrait. He's the clumsy, scared Luigi we all know and love. And we can see that in his unique moveset, which pulls from the Luigi's Mansion games and his facial expressions during other moves. This is easily peak Luigi. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. This game is iconic for making all characters look soulless. And I agree, the new Super Mario Bros. Series quickly lost its charm because of the bland design of the characters and levels. And looking at Luigi, yeah, he looks boring. And plays identical to Mario except for New Super Luigi U. Yes, my boy's got a whole standalone game inside a game. In this version, they added more Luigi-ness by making the game overall have less traction and giving our guy his iconic flutter jump. So they Luigified it. They also took Mario out. But still, the lack of personality means that this gets stuck in Great Luigi. Super Mario Maker 2. I often forget that Luigi's even a playable character in this game. This is generally used for multiplayer, but you can use Luigi in any level. The issue here is that Luigi has the exact same physics as Mario again. Different voice clips, but he's just a Mario reskin. Stop! Future Russ Vandy here. I put Super Mario Maker 2 in the bottom tier. It does not deserve the bottom tier. I actually think it should be like second tier, or maybe even mid tier. I actually forgot that Luigi did have his own run, so he's not a complete Mario reskin and does not deserve the bottom tier. So just ignore that. Pretend he's in like mid tier or something. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Goodbye. Luigi's Mansion 3. I think the answer is pretty clear here. He has an entire game. He shows so much emotion, and now he's the hero. His personality goes off in this one, and it shows a mix of bravery and nervousness. It's the classic Luigi we've come to know. Let's not forget about the introduction of Gooigi as well. This adds an extra layer of strategy and cooperative play, filled with funny moments. The game highlights Luigi's goofy reactions and the quirky ghosts. Luigi's Mansion 3 also showcases his strengths and personalities, making him a standout character beyond just being Mario's brother. Needless to say, our boy is peak Luigi. Did you really think I'd forget about Tetris? Of course not. He makes an appearance in Tetris, but it's just a stage with Luigi's Mansion 3 JPEG. Bottom tier. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020. It's another one of those games that have a ton of characters to use, and the biggest gameplay differences are the games and not the characters. There are some stat differences compared to Mario, but this is mid-tier, just enough Luigi. Some would say in this next one, Luigi's a little flat. Piece of paper. Luigi surprisingly plays a pretty big role in Origami King. This game opens with him driving in his cart to the castle with Mario. He's eventually lost, and so on. A lot of stuff happens with Luigi in this game. Without being a playable character, they've included him in a pretty neat way, showcasing his personality. This goes in Great Luigi. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Yes, of course. This game technically isn't a Switch game, it's a Nintendo 64, GameCube, and Wii game playable on Switch, but I'll count it. Since he's not in Mario 64 or Sunshine, we can really only count Mario Galaxy. At first, it seems like Luigi is helpless by being trapped in a cage, but no. Later on in the game, after collecting 120 stars, you're able to play the game as Luigi. And not only is he playable, but he has different stats to make the game more dynamic. Like his jumps are higher, and he can even run a little faster. That's a classic Luigi trait. The only difference with this is that his traction is lowered. Peak Luigi right here. Super Mario Bros. 35. Remember that battle royale that Nintendo made where you play against 34 other players playing the first Super Mario Bros. Game? You can play as Luigi. Once you've completed all stages, you're able to unlock Luigi by holding the L button before going into a match. Now, I read that some people might target you because you're Luigi, because that means that you're an experienced player, which might actually give him a disadvantage. And mechanically, he's identical. Mario reskin. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. I actually never played this one, although one day I plan to. From what I could tell, this is the same as the Mario set, but with Luigi voice clips. Mario reskin. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, the re-release of the Wii U game. Thankfully, he's actually different in this one. Our boy has higher jumps now, and silly Luigi still has lower traction. I love the Luigi-ness in this one, and this game did something really interesting. Remember the year of Luigi? Back in 2013 when this game was first released, Nintendo added a bunch of 8-bit Luigis to the game, and that makes me Luigi my pants. But since we're looking at the Switch version, we need to look at debatably the biggest part of this re-release, Bowser's Fury, which is all new and exclusive to the Switch version. This has no mention of Luigi. This game is just Great Luigi. Mario Golf Super Rush. Luigi in this game isn't very Luigi. I found that his overall Luigi-ness is pretty watered down overall. Just by looking at his run, he doesn't have his iconic hands by his body. Like this. He does this. It's literally just an average run, similar to Mario. And his power-up in Super Rush mode doesn't even have anything to do with Luigi himself, like a Luigi's Mansion reference. It's just him skating using the ice flower for some reason. This is simply just enough Luigi. Mario Party Superstars. I have the same thoughts here as I did with the other Mario Party game. He's Mario reskin. Mario Strikers Battle League. The most edgy sports game has Luigi, but does Luigi have the edge? Now, stats-wise, Luigi can vary heavily, especially with all its gear, but we're looking more at his personality. So looking at all of his unique cutscenes, I couldn't really find much Luigi-ness, except for when he's given a trophy and almost drops it. Such a clumsy guy. This is just enough Luigi. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Ah yes, Luigi, the Sparks of Hope GOAT. I still, to this day, think that this is one of the most underrated games on the Nintendo Switch. Every character is bursting with personality, and Luigi is no different. From the way he runs around the battlefield to his quirky animations, our boy is so expressive. Even his weapons have some amazing Luigi callbacks, and we can't forget his win animation having his iconic flutter. Boy, this is peak Luigi. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. This has to be by far the best art direction in any 2D Mario game ever. And we can see that in all the characters, like Luigi. His overall animations are amazing, but he looks awfully close to Mario, and he has no gameplay differences either. I think the overall feel of Luigi is awesome, and I like how all these characters play, but I hate to say, there's not much unique about him in this game. He's got no flutter, doesn't run differently, and all his animations are very similar to Mario, so he's just enough Luigi. Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door. Yet again, another appearance of Paper Luigi. This is one quirky guy, and this has to be one of the most crazy Luigi plotlines in any Mario game. In the Thousand-Year Door, Luigi's not playable, but he has a huge subplot that slips under a lot of people's playthroughs. While Mario's off on his adventure, Luigi sets out on his own quest. He's recruited by the leaders of the Waffle Kingdom to rescue Princess Eclair, who has been kidnapped by the evil Chestnut King. During his breaks, Luigi stays in Rogueport, where Mario can listen to Luigi's stories about his adventures in the Waffle Kingdom. Luigi even assembles his own party made up of mostly unique versions of common enemies from the series, just like Mario. This side story is so loved that there's even a fan-made game being made into its own thing. This is Great Luigi. Before we do the last games, I wanted to quickly talk about my gaming setup. I've been using this thing. See it? It's right there. The BenQ gaming projector. Now I'm usually pretty picky with my sponsorships, but when they reached out and told me they wanted to send me this gaming projector to replace my crappy TV, I said, yes please. It has 4K resolution at 60 Hz and up to a 240 Hz refresh rate at 1080p, with auto game mode to make sure the games run the best they can. It also has up to a 100-inch screen with a 4.9 short throat, so you can get a large screen in a small room. And still, this is the biggest screen I've ever played video games on, and it feels incredibly immersive. Let's not forget about the automatic 3D keystone, which makes it extremely easy to set up in any shape room. You can play amazing high-fidelity games like God of War, Horizon, first-person shooters like my favorite, Fortnite, and of course Nintendo games that we all know and love. I also really enjoyed playing the new Luigi's Mansion 2 HD in a dark environment to make it feel more spooky. And when you're not gaming, you can also watch movies and TV shows. It's practically a smart TV. Watch Netflix, and of course, your favorite YouTuber. That's me, I'm talking about myself. So please click the first link in my description to check out the X300G BenQ gaming projector. Thanks again to BenQ. Next we have Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, the new Luigi's Mansion game. Just like Luigi's Mansion 3, Luigi's Mansion 2 has a ton of Luigi-ness. It's a game about Luigi, so obviously I had to put this in peak Luigi, but I think it's pretty clear that this game isn't nearly as polished as Luigi's Mansion 3. It's just an upscaled, slightly altered 3DS remaster of Luigi's Mansion 2. Still a good game, just not as good as 3, at least so far. Now technically this game isn't out at the time of recording this, but Mario and Luigi Brothership needs to be mentioned. And I don't even need to play this game to know that Luigi has some amazing personality. It was clear in previous Mario and Luigi games that Luigi shines. He shines as a character. It's crazy. He's just so funny and silly in the Mario and Luigi series. And we can already see just in this trailer that he really has his classic clumsy goofiness. Like when he's running away from these bees, or his face in the gameplay. This has to be peak Luigi. So that's my Luigi-ness ranking. If you want to see the rise and fall of Paper Mario, click this video right here. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks to all channel members. I hope to see you in the next one. See you later.